In this video, we will review the new features of version 2026C in the Open BIM Revit plugin. First, we'll show you the new structure of the Tools menu in the Open BIM Project Information panel. It is now organized into 3 different sections, one with generic tools, one with visibility control options, and one with color adjustment tools. Secondly, we open the native element converter by clicking on the corresponding button. Here, the pipe systems detected in the IFC link are red, including the pipes themselves and their connections, grouped by class and IFC type. In the case of pipes, to start the process, we must first select the category with this name in the classification on the left, with class IFC, pipe, segment, and then, on the right, select the distribution system, the pipe type, the pipe segment, and, if we want to cap the ends, specify the type of cap. Now, we show one of the new features of this version: the conversion of pipe fittings, equipment, and pipe insulation. These elements are shown in the main section under the Pipes row and share a single assignment panel on the right. Each row in the main panel on the left corresponds to one or more rows in the panel on the right. Thus, the IFC pipe fitting class connection category corresponds here to the connection point, the IFC flow meter class fitting to the meter pre-installation. And when selecting the IFC valve class fitting on the left, we will see several rows on the right associated with the different types of valves. Further on, the IFC heat exchanger class equipment corresponds to the DHW production equipment, in this case a boiler, and to the solar storage tank, and the IFC covering class models correspond to the thermal insulation of the pipes. From here, we activate the apply boxes in all the categories on the left to start the process of configuring the conversion to native elements. Next, we select the category corresponding to each element. On the right, we activate the apply box and, in the drop-down menu in the last column, we can choose from the families available in the model within that category. If we do not have any, the plugin offers us the possibility of automatically generating native families from the IFC geometry. These families will be parametric and will connect directly to the corresponding system. The name of the family is assigned by default, according to the type that appears in the IFC. Although we can modify it and write the name we want, we carry out this same procedure for the connection point, the meter pre-installation, and the subscriber valve. For the wet room valve, we use an existing family, the Arcoturia valve. We can see that the central table shows the types of the selected family. In this case, the types appear with the To Be Generated tag, as they do not yet exist within that family. If they were already defined, they would be shown as existing. The Open BIM Revit plugin detects the need to create a new type and generates it automatically by duplicating an existing one and adjusting the corresponding parameter, diameter, area, etc. When creating a new family, all types will initially appear as To Be Generated. Since none have been created for that family yet, we continue creating new families for the boiler and the storage tank. Finally, in the case of pipe insulation, we can only select insulation families that already exist in the model. When we have finished assigning families, we save our work and click on Generate to launch the conversion process to native elements. At the end of the process, we can hide the IFC link to examine the complete result of the conversion. After adjusting the display mode, we show the model generated with native Revit elements, checking that everything is correctly connected and classified. We can select any of the system elements to examine their properties panel, including valves, pipes, and their insulation. And elements such as the water heater, connection point or the meter pre-installation. The third new feature is also found in the Tools menu. These are the visibility filters for pipe systems. This tool allows us to hide and show systems based on their classification, which facilitates visual control of the model when working with multiple systems. To do this, simply tick the visible box and click on Apply. In this example, the two available systems are shown, corresponding to the cold water network and the domestic hot water network. And finally, although it is not new, we show the usefulness of colors for piping systems. This tool allows us to change the color of the systems much more easily without having to access the family. We can apply custom colors or use the default colors. This allows us to control the graphic representation and improves the readability of the model.